Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, can you send me a heart right now? It costs absolutely nothing to send a heart. Good morning, Classic. It costs nothing to send a heart. All you got to do is double tap. Hey, Jay Morales. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Oh my goodness, I think it's working. I think we're here. I think we're doing this thing. Hello, April. Hello, Jay Riggs. Good morning, Clifford. Hello, Crumble. Thank you. I appreciate that so much, Jay Riggs. Hey, Chanel. Hey, Coach. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness, I hope you guys have had an amazing morning. If you were on live earlier today, I was doing cardio and I hope you did it too. Hey, Coach KB. Hey, what? So what? Jay Morales is down 8.5 pounds in the last 3 weeks following the 30-day plan. Jay Morales, I'm so proud of you. And if you want a 30-day or 90-day or a 2-week detox, use the discount code SSS35. SSS35. Good morning, Camille. Hello, Libra girl. Good morning, Legend Supreme. Thank you so much, Legend. I use Patrick Ta on my lip gloss. You can't see the five? Oh no, you got to be able to see the entire discount code, you guys. Look at the entire discount code. Yes, Jay Morales, we are so proud of you. April, who has been on her plan for some time, is down 65 pounds. And you are at the beginning of your journey down 8.5. And I'm telling you, everywhere, everyone can get exactly where they want to go. So I want to start this live off by talking about fasting. I get a ton of questions on these things. So usually how I run my lives, I answer every single question I see. However, I get a lot of repeat questions. So what I want to do is just start grouping questions together. A huge question is, should you do fasting? Hey, lovely. Hey, Stacy. What's the sticky thing on my arms? These are coverings for a tattoo to get my stretch marks covered. So I went for some testing to see how I can get my stretch marks covered through tattooing, and they put sticky things on my arms afterwards. I'll go back in 4 to 6 weeks and I'll actually get my stretch marks covered. When you're overweight like I was, you get stretch marks. It just happens. And I started to get stretch marks around 6th grade. So it's been over 20 years that I've had stretch marks, and which is not something that I ever asked for. So finally, at this point in my life, I want to see how I can get them gone. And how I can get them gone is by getting it tattooed over. It costs about $500. I've been sharing the process with you guys. So you think when you're overweight, your life is just going to come together and things will be beautiful and perfect. I used to be overweight and I used to fantasize about one day winning the lottery and then somehow my life becoming perfect and my body just, just being snap back beautiful. That does not happen. And so I'm here to tell you guys exactly how you're going to lose fat and build muscle, but also how you can go in afterwards and improve things that maybe you've done to your body through the excessive weight gain. For me, something that I did to my body, oh, definitely gaining weight, and I got stretch marks all over to show you. And then what else did I do to my body through being addicted to dairies? I got a lot of cystic acne. When I had cystic acne, I used to bust a lot of bumps. So I have a lot of dark marks on my face. That is just a side effect of it. So what am I doing now? I show you guys me going to, kind of get my skin where I wanted it. Because when you're overweight, you spend a lot of time fantasizing about a fantasy world where things just come together for you. And that fantasy world doesn't exist. And you have got to get where you want to go. And you've got to take the steps to get there. So I'm telling you every single step. And a big question I get, a lot of people want to skip steps when it comes to doing weight loss the correct way. A lot of people want to do it incorrectly. If you ask me, fasting is the incorrect way. Thank you so much, Danny. Fasting is the incorrect way to do weight loss. Fasting is unsustainable. It's not going to last. So let's talk about what fasting is in regards to weight loss. Fasting when it comes to weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. So when you fast for weight loss, that is just simple as not eating. So let's say you start off, similar to where I started off. Let's say you started off, pretty thick. I don't know what your body type is, but let's say you start off with, a big belly. Let's say you start off with some auntie arms. Let's say you're starting off with a double chin and you decide that you want to fast for weight loss. You want to fast for weight loss. I know why you want to fast, because it feels like an easy out. It feels like something really simple. For one, we need to figure out, how did we get our bodies to this point? How did we get our bodies to this point? What did you do to get your body to that point? I'll tell you exactly what I did. And maybe you can tell me exactly what you did. I'll tell you exactly what I did to get my body to that point. I gained fat. But how do you gain fat? The easiest way, the only way to gain fat is to eat more calories than your body can burn. That is what you do. So what I used to do, I used to eat Red Robin. I used to go to Red Robin. I was addicted to Red Robin. I would get a burger, Southern Charm burger, half a stack of onion rings, and a milkshake. And that would be a combined of 5,000 calories when you put in all the sauces and the sauces and the drinks that I liked with it. So my metabolism, when I was bigger, my metabolism or my metabolic rate used to be about 2,000 calories a day. Thank you so much. 2,000 calories a day. That was my metabolism. When I was overweight, I used to always say, man, my metabolism is slow. My metabolism is slow. That's what I always said. I didn't know that my metabolism was actually a number, that it was not fast or slow. It was just a number. And my number was 2,000 calories a day, meaning if I ate 2,000 calories a day, I would lose weight. I would maintain my weight. And if I ate under 2,000 calories a day, I would lose weight. And if I ate over 2,000 calories a day, I would gain weight. I had no idea that weight loss was that simple. So if you want to know how many calories you should be consuming every single day in order to get to your goals, go to my username, take it to my TikTok account, enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It'll tell you right now how many calories you should be consuming. And I'm telling you, I don't even know you, and I know your number is around 2,000. So my number was around 2,000, and I had no clue. And I used to do things like go to Chipotle and get a bowl. Get a bowl from Chipotle. I used to get a bowl from Chipotle, you guys. A bowl from Chipotle. Not a big bowl. I never got two bowls. I never even got the chips on the side. I used to get a bowl, but my bowl from Chipotle used to be 3,000 calories of food. Can you imagine that? 3,000 calories of food in that bowl of Chipotle, because one dressing would be about 250 calories worth of food. So that was already over my budget. What happens when you eat over your budget, the amount of calories your body can burn? You gain weight. Every 3,500 calories in a surplus is a pound of weight gain. So here I go, gaining weight. Every time you're eating in a surplus, you're gaining a pound. 3,500 calories, you're gaining a pound of fat, you guys. A pound of fat for every 3,500 calories in a surplus. That is what the result of overeating is. Weight gain, weight gain, weight gain. So I would gain 1 pound every single time that I would eat in a surplus. That made me do extreme things. So here I am getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I really didn't know how to stop this. Okay. So here's my body just growing, growing, growing. And I thought, since I was going to CrossFit, since some days I only ate salads, that I was doing a good job. I had no idea that if you go to the gym every single day, if you eat too much, you'll never lose weight. If you eat too much, you'll never lose weight. So I found fasting. I didn't know when you do fasting for weight loss, that is just starving. It's starving. So I get so many questions. Did you fast for weight loss? My answer to you is absolutely not. While you can fast for political, holistic, and religious reasons, when you fast for weight loss, what happens? You go from eating. So I was supposed to eat 2,000 calories a day, but this is what I'm supposed to eat. However, obviously, I was eating more than that because I gained weight. I was eating around 5,000 calories a day. Which means every 3,500 calories in a surplus was a pound of weight gain. So that's how I was gaining so much weight, because I was eating so much. So when I decided to fast, or when you decide to keto or Ozempic, excessive cardio, you go from one extreme to the other. You go from literally 5,000 calories a day to, when you fast, 0 calories a day. Doesn't that seem a bit extreme? You used to eat 5,000. Now you were only supposed to eat 2,000, but you decided, hey, I'm going to fast or not eat. That is starving. You literally went from binging to starving. And what happens when you starve your body? You lose weight rapidly. What happens when you starve your body? You lose weight rapidly. Rapid weight loss results in muscle loss. Rapid weight loss results in muscle loss. So when you lose muscle, what does your body turn into? When you lose muscle, you often look deflated or flabby or saggy. So I went from one extreme to the other. My one extreme, 5,000 calories a day. My next extreme, 0 calories a day. Okay, so I lost weight rapidly, and you will too. However, you will not like the way your body looks, and I guarantee it. Because when you start off on your weight loss journey, what you really expect is you expect your body to turn out to look nice. You expect to have, nice shoulders, nice body, nice legs. But the reality of rapid weight loss is you don't. You look more deflated. You look like a less big, but still big version of yourself. And this is the most worst part about rapid weight loss. Also, what sucks about rapid weight loss, the fact that you gain it right back. You gain it right back because you cannot sustain 0 calories a day. So you will return back to your old eating habits, the binging habits. You'll go from one extreme to the other. So that is my thoughts on fasting. fasting, you guys, it is an unsustainable relationship with food. Instead, I want you to create a sustainable relationship with food. I want you to go to my username. I want you to click my TikTok account. I want you to enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It'll tell you, hey, you should eat around 2,000 calories a day. It'll show you through your meal plan how to hit those calories, and you will get a meal. You'll get a food scale. You got to get a food scale. When you get that food scale, you will be able to measure your food out, so you don't go from one extreme to the other. So you can actually like the way your body looks, and I guarantee it. You guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. This generation, thank you. I appreciate you, user 65. I appreciate you. Beetlejuice. What does your cardio look like? 30 minutes of walking every single day. That's it. 30 minutes of walking. You're drinking your calories. You got to stop drinking your calories. That's a quick and easy way to become overweight, by simply drinking them. I think the best weight person, I keep seeing you on here. Thank you so much, Katie. Loving the graphics. Thank you so much, Tanya. Hello, Lou. Yes, you cannot outwork a bad diet. So when you go from one extreme to the other, you go from being big to losing muscle. Weight loss is a combination of losing fat and muscle, fat and muscle, fat and muscle. So when you lose muscle, yeah, you guys make sure you're using the code on the website, SSS35, for 35% off. When you lose muscle, that's often how you become deflated or flabby or saggy. I'm telling you, most of us have done this to our bodies before. We've lost weight, we've hit our goal weight, but we've said, oh man, I need to tone now. I need to tone. We don't realize that when you say things like, I need to tone, what you're saying is, I've lost muscle and now I need to build muscle. Toning is just building muscle. Toning is just building muscle. And the biggest problem that women have with building muscle is we assume that we are going to turn into big muscle women. Our biggest fear with going to the gym is that we're going to go from here to literally. We fear going from one extreme to another, which is turning into a big muscle woman. That would never happen to you. I promise. You will never go from that extreme to another extreme. This is almost impossible. This is a figure. This is a figment of your imagination. When you go to the gym, you do not turn into this woman. I swear to God, you do not turn into this woman. This does not exist. So we have to get over our irrational fear of turning into Hercules or She-Hulk or whatever it is, because I swear it's never going to happen to you. Instead, what happens? You become a more firm toned version of yourself. You have more of a shape, you guys. You just have more of a shape. You're more shapely. And that's your ultimate goal, just to become a shapely woman. And for men, it's to maybe become more muscular, but that's up to you. That's up to you. You've just leaned so much and learned so much in so little time. Thank you so much. I'm here every single day. Is it a requirement to be hungry if you're trying to lose weight? Absolutely not. If you're hungry on your weight loss journey, you're going to be unsuccessful. 95% of people who lose weight are unsuccessful, meaning they gain the weight back. So hunger is not a part of your weight loss journey. That's why you need to get a meal plan from the link in the bio. Enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It'll tell you how to actually eat how many calories your body is supposed to burn. So my goal is to get you on the highest amount of calories possible, because if I can get you on the high end, you won't be hungry and we'll be able to maintain your muscles. So how do you not get flabby as you lose weight? How do you not get flabby as you lose weight? So how do you tone? I get a lot of questions about how to tone your body. So let's talk about toning. A lot of people say this word, they have no idea what it means. Toning is a word used, probably made in the 60s or the 70s by some man in a boardroom, because women are afraid of building muscle, so they named it toning and sculpting. There's no such thing as toning or sculpting. There are only 4 ways to change the way your body looks. 4 ways to change the way your body looks. The first way, gain fat. Gaining fat will simply change the way your body looks. If you gain fat, you will look different. Look at the way your body looks. Gaining fat is the result of that. Alrighty, so what is the second way to change the way your body looks? Lose fat. Losing fat is the second way to change the way your body looks. Simply losing fat is going to change the way your body looks. Then the third way to change the way your body looks, and by far the worst way to change the way your body looks. The worst way to change the way your body looks is to lose muscle. Losing muscle by changing the way your body looks, by losing muscle, is by far the worst way to change the way your body looks. You will end up looking flabby or saggy or loose. Losing muscle is the worst way to change the way your body looks. I've done it before. A lot of people have done it before. They'll tell you from experience. You end up not liking the way your body looks when you lose muscle. What is the fourth and final and best way to change the way your body looks? The fourth and final, no other way is to change the way your body looks. And the best way to change the way your body looks. The best way to change the way your body looks is simply building muscle. Building muscle actually gives you a shape. It creates a shape. Building muscle is by far the most important way to change the way your body looks. So what a lot of people will say is, hey, I need to tone. What they don't understand is they're actually referring to the act of building a muscle. There's no such thing as toning. There are only 4 ways to change the way your body looks. Lose fat, lose muscle, build muscle. Toning refers to building muscle. When you build muscle, that is how you tone. So how do you build a muscle? There's 3 steps to building a muscle. So there's no such thing as toning. It's actually building. And there are 3 steps to build a muscle. 1, 2, 3. 4 steps. The first step is stress. You must first stress your muscle to build it. The next step is rest. You have to rest your muscle. I'm going to break all these down. Then the next step is recovery. And the fourth and final step is adaptation for your body to adapt. So when you stress your muscle, which is the first step to building a muscle, you have to, the easiest way to do that is progressive overload, to pick up something that is heavy. It's the easiest way to stress your muscle. If you pick up a 5-pound weight, it's not going to stress your muscle. You know how to pick up 5 pounds. That's not a big deal for you. So what I want you to do is pick up a 10-pound weight. And then after you pick up a 10-pound weight, pick up a 15-pound weight, then a 20-pound weight, then a 30-pound weight, then a 40-pound weight. Then you keep going until you can't go anymore. Now, I know what your fear is. Your fear is irrational. Your fear is that you are going to turn into a very muscular woman if you pick up a 20-pound weight. And I'm here to tell you that's absolutely impossible. You're not going to turn into this woman just because you picked up a 40-pound weight. Even if you picked up a 1,000-pound weight, you still won't turn into this woman. That is not how you turn into this woman. So your fear is that you're going to turn into this, and I'm telling you, that's not going to happen. I promise you that's not going to happen. What happens is you actually create a shape. To turn into a woman like that, I don't even want to talk about the details of what you would have to do to your body, performance-enhancing drugs, how long you would have to lift or have this experience. You would have to be a professional bodybuilder, basically, is what I'm telling you. So it's impossible for you to turn into that level of muscular. When you actually pick up a weight, all you do is create a better shape. You create a shape, and that is it. That's all I want you to do. So stress comes easiest by picking up something heavy, progressive overload. The next step is rest. Take a break. Don't go to the gym 5-6 days a week. Instead, I want you to go to the gym 3 times a week, 1 hour each session. Thank you so much, Harris family. And use the discount code SSS35 so you can get 35% off of your meal plan because it has progressive overload workouts. What is recovery? Recovery is what you eat and how much you eat. Eating 30 to 35% protein and eating at calorie maintenance or in a deficit is how you'll lose fat and maintain and build muscle. And what is the last step? Adaptation happens after you have stressed your muscle, rested your muscle, recovered it. Then you will get adaptation. That is how you build a muscle. That is how you become what people refer to as tone. This is for men and women. Absolutely. There's no difference between how a man builds a muscle and how a woman builds a muscle. There's no difference between what men eat and what women eat. Men eat chicken, women eat chicken. There's no difference. One extreme to the other. You can't go from extremes anymore. Thank you so much. How do you lose weight? Get a sample meal plan, link in the bio. Thank you so much, Nicole. Enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every single day in order to lose 1 pound a week. Get a sample meal plan based on that number and use the discount code SSS35 for 35% off. Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate you. The calculator is absolutely free in the link in the bio. The Facebook family is absolutely free. I'm here every single day answering your questions for absolutely free. Now, you can get a sample meal plan if you want to accelerate your journey. However, it's not necessary. If you want to see thousands of people who have done exactly what you should be doing to change your body, join the Facebook family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm reading the comments. Muscle building is the most important way to change your body. The most important. You need a workout plan, link in the bio. Do you increase your weights over time? Yes, you do. You want to continue to push yourself. Thank you so much, dear. Is it an e-guide meal plan? Yes. Absolutely. How do you build weight before toning? I don't understand your question. You build muscle, and that is what toning is. When people say toning, what they're talking about is building muscle. We got to start to separate these words. We got to separate these words and or understand the meaning of them. So I want you to think about whenever someone has said, oh, I lost weight, now I need to tone. I lost weight, now I need to tone. I lost weight, now I need to tone. I want you to think about it. I want you to think about it, you guys. So I want you to think about someone who has lost weight before. Usually they start off heavier. So let's say if you started off heavier, like here, and then you lost weight. 9 times out of 10, this is what your body types looks like. Okay, so you're more flabby or saggy or have excess skin. So when people get to this point in their journey, they've lost weight rapidly. And then their answer to that is, okay, now I need to tone. They don't understand that they went from here to here because they lost weight rapidly, which means they lost muscle. So the reason why your body looks flabby or saggy or has excess skin is because you lost the muscle. Losing the muscle is how you get a flabby appearance. And then they want to tone to build the muscle. They don't understand that that's very difficult to do. That's a long journey to be on. And if you don't understand nutrition and if you don't understand how to build muscle through weightlifting, you'll never get that body that you want. So instead, what I want you to do is I want you to go literally from here. I want you to go from here, the beginning. I want you to go from the beginning, and I want you to focus on maintaining muscle. If you focus on maintaining muscle, then you can immediately go straight here. You can go straight here. You don't have to go through that phase of having saggy or excess skin. You don't have to do that. Why? Because you don't have to lose muscle. If you prioritize maintaining muscle, you never have to lose muscle. That is your goal. So maintaining and building muscle is your ultimate goal. If you only focus on this as a side effect, you will lose fat. Only focus on that though. So if you get a sample meal plan, you'll be able to do that. Can you build a strong body after you change your body, losing muscle? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So that's what I did to my body. It's a long road because if you do an extreme diet, I want you to think about, let's go over numbers, you guys. I want you to think about goal weight. Do you have a goal weight? If you do, I want you to throw it out the window. Do you have a goal weight? Throw it out the window right now. Throw it out the window. Mainly because most people have a goal weight that's not based in any real meetings. You don't need a goal weight. Is your goal for the scale to tell you that you're skinny? Is the goal for the scale to tell you you're skinny? Because that's all a goal weight is. For you to get on the scale, for it to say 150, for you to say, oh my God, I'm 150, yay. But then for you to look in the mirror and not actually like the way your body looks. So your goal is not to get to a goal weight. Your goal is actually to look good. So let's talk about why people go wrong with goal weight. Let's say if your start weight is 300 pounds. You guys. So if your start weight is 300 pounds, let's say your start weight is 300 pounds. Okay, got it. Now, most people will say, oh my goodness, I'm 300 pounds. I need to lose 150 pounds. I have to lose 150 pounds. That is my goal weight. My goal weight is 150 pounds. I'm starting off very heavy. I want to lose weight rapidly. So 150 pounds is an insane amount of weight loss, especially for someone who is 300 pounds. So if you actually got a DEXA scan, a DEXA scan, which is an x-ray of your body, it would tell you you're not just 300 pounds, you're actually 170 pounds of muscle, and you are 120 pounds of fat, And the other 10 pounds is miscellaneous, i.e., bone, blood, brain, organs, those kind of things. So, what you should be focused on is how much muscle you are. If you only focus on how much muscle you are, this is what's going to change your body. You're concerned about the 300 pounds, and I'm not. I don't care that you're 300 pounds, and you shouldn't either. I care only about how much muscle you have, because how much muscle you have means we have to protect this at all costs. If we do nothing but protect the muscle at all costs, you'll lose the fat, you'll look beautiful, you'll actually have a body that you are proud of. You won't lower your metabolism or your bone density. You'll enjoy your body, I promise. But if you focus on getting to your goal weight, what's going to happen to your body? If you only focus on getting to your goal weight, you will lose muscle and fat. You will lose muscle and fat. You're going to look flabby or saggy. Why? Because if you focus on getting to 150, if you focus on getting to 150 and you get to 150, that means at minimum, you would have lost 20 pounds of muscle. You would have cut into the lean muscle mass. You would have lost 20 pounds of muscle. When you're losing muscle, that's how you're looking deflated or saggy or flabby. This is not okay. So that's where you get the look from. So instead, your goal weight, or if you had to have one, would be how much muscle do you have? 170 plus 20%. 20% body fat is a good body fat percentage. That means you get to look lean and have more of the aesthetic that you want. You get to be more firm with your body. Okay, so 170 plus 20% is going to equal 34. It's going to equal 04. 204 is a much more accurate number that you should aim for if you focus on only maintaining muscle. Maintaining muscle. So get the goal weights out of here. Focus on looking good by maintaining muscle. Maintaining muscle is how you look good. If you lose muscle, I promise you, you're not going to like the way you look. You're going to say, oh man, I lost muscle. Now I need to go into the gym and tone. And for a beginner, excuse me, for a beginner, you may be able to put on 20, 25 pounds of muscle in your first year. But for most people who are not beginners, you're only going to be able to put on 10 to 15 pounds of muscle in your first year. So if you cut 20 pounds of muscle in a year of extreme dieting, it may take you 2 to 3 years to put that level of muscle back on. That's ridiculous. So don't lose it in the first place. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alexis. Thank you. Hey, Cynthia. Can you avoid pain after weightlifting? Yeah, you shouldn't be in pain during weightlifting. That's not a part of weightlifting. Is coffee bad for you? No. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, Facet. Hey, Jennifer. To gain weight, all you got to do is go to the link in the bio, enter your height, weight, age, and activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every day to gain 1 pound a week. It'll plan based on that. For a calorie deficit, do you just cut a few calories, or you follow the meal plan? Hips. Hey, hips, don't lie. You follow the meal plan. Thank you so much. You want to be a bodybuilder now? April, you can be. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Angie. I appreciate you. Is it healthy because I eat McDonald's? There's no such thing as healthy calories. You can eat McDonald's and still lose weight. Now, here's the problem. If you eat McDonald's and still lose weight, let's talk about it. McDonald's or junk food. You can eat McDonald's and lose weight. That's not a big deal. McDonald's? Yeah. Okay, let's go numbers, though. It's all about numbers. McDonald's. It's all about numbers. There's a certain amount of calories you can eat every single day and lose weight. There's a certain amount of calories you can eat every single day and lose weight. There's a certain amount of calories. So let's say if you're at the beginning of your journey and you use my calculator and you enter your height, your weight, your age, and your activity level in a calculator, and it tells you, hey, you should eat about 2,500 calories a day in order to lose weight. Good. If you eat 2,500 calories every single day, you use my calculator, you will lose weight. You will. Now, you can go to McDonald's right now and eat nothing but McDonald's. But here's the issue with McDonald's or fast food in general. For one, you're not eating 2,500 calories a day at McDonald's. You may think you're eating 2,500 calories a day at McDonald's, but you're not measuring out your food, and neither are they. And you're also eating sauces and sodas that most people don't count as calories. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to eat more than 2,500 calories a day at McDonald's. So that means you will not lose weight. But let's say if you count every single calorie at McDonald's, let's say if you have my weight on my scale from the link in the bio using the discount code SSS35, and you measure out all your French fries at McDonald's, and it is exactly 2,500 calories a day, you will lose weight at McDonald's. But the issue with losing weight at McDonald's is for 2,500 calories a day, that may only include one Big Mac. a large fry, one large fry, a large drink, 2 apple pies. What else? Let's say you got a breakfast sandwich. Maybe you got breakfast from McDonald's too. So let's say if you go to McDonald's twice a day, you get breakfast from there and dinner from there. McDonald's twice a day, twice a day, twice a day, every single day for the next 90 days. Instead of getting my sample meal plan where you could have been eating French toast, tacos, hamburgers, ice cream. Instead, you decide, hey, I'm going to go on an all McDonald's diet. That is fine. If all of these meals equal up to 2,500 calories, you will lose weight. You will go from here. You'll go from here, right? You will lose weight. I promise you will. You'll go from here to here. So you'll go from there to there. You tell me if you like that weight loss. You tell me if you like that weight loss. Mainly because if you actually did it the right way, you could have got here. So you have a choice to make. You have a choice to make when it comes to deciding how you want to lose weight. Now, if you want to lose weight rapidly, not get adequate protein in, don't push heavy weight, you will lose weight. You will. I swear to God, you'll lose weight. But will you like the way that weight loss looks? Will you like the way that weight loss looks? And more importantly, other than just liking it aesthetically, what happens? You're going to gain the weight back. Because when you go to McDonald's and eat 2 meals a day, which equals 2,500 calories, which you can do, this is not adequate protein. Let me guess, you're going to get maybe 20 grams of protein a day. Maybe 20 grams of protein a day from McDonald's. Now, someone at your calorie range, thank you, my love, 800, let's do 800. Someone at your calorie range should actually be getting 200 grams of protein a day. Now, at McDonald's, you're only going to get 20 grams of protein. But what you should have been getting to maintain muscle so you don't end up flabby or saggy is 10 times that level. 10 times that level. So yeah, you hit your calories, which means you will lose weight, but you will lose a combination of fat and muscle. You're going to look flabby, saggy. You're going to look melted, have excess skin because you're not getting adequate protein in. And then also what happens over time? This number that is so high drops down to 2,000, 1,500, 1,400. Your metabolic rate drops as your lean muscle mass drops. So that means in the beginning, you could eat all these things from McDonald's every single day. But as your metabolic rate drops because your body is becoming flabby or melted now, your muscle is losing, that means you can only afford a Big Mac and a fry now. So yeah, it lowers how much you can afford to eat from McDonald's. So yes, you can eat McDonald's every day and lose weight, but no, it won't look good. Yes, you'll gain the weight back, and you have so many other health issues coming for you. So many other health issues, heart disease, blood pressure, because even though you're getting smaller, your health is in shambles eating McDonald's, all that processed food every single day. So yes, but my answer to you is no. Click my username, take up to my TikTok account, enter your height, your weight, your age, and your activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should be eating every single day to lose 1 pound a week. Get a sample meal plan based on that number and use the discount code SSS35 for 35% off. I'm going to read some questions now. How can you eat groceries? How can you eat healthy if you don't buy groceries? Why don't you buy groceries? I don't get it. To lose weight, I have to build muscle. Yes. The right way. If I build muscle, will I gain weight? No. Thank you so much, TX. Not Wendy Williams. 275 to 150. Yes. Thank you so much, Cannon. How much rest between workouts? 60 seconds. Thank you so much, Jay. Yes. How much cardio do you recommend for weight loss? I recommend 0 cardio for weight loss. I recommend 30 minutes of cardio every single day to increase your cardiovascular strength. I do not suggest you begin to run or do cardio for weight loss, because whatever you do to lose weight, you have to do the same thing to keep it off. So if to lose weight, you decide to become a cardio legend, you start running 3 miles every single day, you're going to have to maintain that level of activity every day to keep the weight off. That is torture. So no, I don't want you to do cardio for weight loss. I want you to eat less for weight loss. Goal is not to be obese. Very good. Can you do keto and build muscle? You can, but I couldn't. So true. I was healthy weight as a teenager, but now I'm underweight. So I'm fat again. I have no muscle. Diary, get a meal plan. I just paid for your meal plan. Does it come to your email? Yes, it does. I hope you use the discount code SSS35. You're doing very good, Bimp. gain weight, enter your height, weight, age, and activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every day in order to gain a pound a week. Get a plan based on that. Can you put sugar in your tea? Yeah, put Splenda or stevia. No, because the sugar and the salt and the hormones, no, they'll still lose weight manifest. You can eat anything and still lose weight. You can eat anything and still lose weight. Don't be confused. You can eat anything and still lose weight if it is in a calorie deficit. If it's in a calorie deficit, you will absolutely lose weight. It's just science. Thank you so much. I got 2 different meal plans just to learn how to eat what is good food for my goals. So ready. I'm so ready for you, Sharon. Join the Facebook family. Thank you so much, big boy. I'm 193 pounds. I started fasting. Which body image would I look like? Well, I'll tell you exactly what you'll look like. You just started fasting for weight loss. So let's go. Here you go. Here you go. You just started fasting for weight loss. That is not eating. That's a starvation diet, one where everyone doesn't eat, then overeats. Doesn't eat, then overeats. Yes, you're going to lose weight. You're going to lose weight. When you lose weight, you lose a combination of fat and muscle. So this is what you're looking forward to. And tell me if you like it. Tell me if that's what you thought you were going to look like when you started your journey. Tell me. Now, when I started fasting, I never expected to look like that, but that's exactly what happened to me. So I'm just telling you the truth. Weight loss is the worst thing to do. Nobody should lose weight. Weight loss is counterproductive to your goal because your overall number one goal is to build muscle. Build muscle. So if you lose weight, you lose muscle. And if your overall goal is to build muscle, that don't make no sense. So if my number one goal in life is to make money. My number one goal in life is to make money. I'm trying to make hella money. I want to retire on a beach somewhere in a thong. My number one goal in life is to make money. Then tell me why I'm spending all of my life spending money. That's counterproductive to my goal, right? If my goal in life is to have money, be able to retire early, then why am I spending all my money? I'm never going to get to my goals. So if your goal in life is to have muscle and you don't know that yet, but I'm telling you, it absolutely is, because you got to think about muscle like a retirement plan. So when you're young, you don't think about retiring because you're young. You ain't got your head on straight. But as you get older, you begin to freak out and say, oh, snap. Wait, I'm supposed to, this is not the old and golden days anymore, you guys. We don't have Social Security. If you my age or even older, there's no money coming for you. So what you have to do at your young age or your older age is take care of yourself and put money towards your retirement so you don't have to work until you're 90 years old. And then when you're incapable of working, your family has to take you in like a homeless person because you have nowhere to go. You made no provisions for your future self. That's what retirements are for. Provisions for the future you. We cannot work forever. So when you're unable to work, you're supposed to have a bunch of money that's supposed to take care of you. But ain't nobody got that. Ain't nobody got that. Okay? Especially poor people. Poor people definitely don't got that. You don't got it. But you're supposed to have it. And if you were to get on this meal plan, you would actually be able to structure your life and have a retirement plan. There are so many people on my meal plan who have now started to save money, pay off debts. Why? If you're overweight, it is because you overeat. 9 times out of 10, you also overspend. You spend way too much money on food. You don't have any money. 42% of Americans are obese, and most Americans also don't have $1,000 in case of emergency. There's a correlation there with overeating and overspending. So I want you to get on this meal plan, not only improve your health, but also improve your financial standings. Because if you're not building muscle for your future self, that tells me you are also not saving money for your future self. Okay, you're going to be ass out. You're going to be in your sister's back room because 50% of women after 65 who take a fall end up needing a caretaker or assisted living. Meaning, when you fall, and you break something like Humpty Dumpty because you have no muscles to protect you. Muscles. If you build your muscle, you'll build your bone density. So that means if you fall, you won't break everything. You won't end up in a hospital and you won't need, thank you so much. You won't need, one moment, you won't need someone to take care of you. But if you do not build muscle and you do take a fall, you will, like 50% of women after 65 need a caretaker. And do you have money for a caretaker? Do you have the money for those really nice homes that are like $8,000 to $10,000 a month for the old people to live in? Do you have that level of money? Probably not. Which means you're in your sister's back room and she's taking care of you. But you guys don't have the best relationship. So how is that going to work? So if you're not putting money towards your future, I know for a fact you're not putting muscle towards your future. You need muscle because as we get older, we start to deplete our muscles and we can't put any more on. And muscles are what is going to allow you to not get arthritis or osteoporosis. Muscles is what lets you wipe your own butt and drive your own car. Muscles is what gives you your freedom. And when you start to lose your muscle, you ain't gonna have much freedom. Hey, thank you so much, Big Hips Don't Lie. How do I recommend you document your weight loss journey? Take your get on a scale once a week. Excuse me, get on the scale once a week. Measure yourself on a scale, the same scale every single week. Do not switch the scales up. So get on a scale once a week in the same place. Put it in the same place. Is this scale accurate? Probably not. However, we just want consistency with the number. So get on the same scale once a week. Sundays is my day. After you pee, top of the morning, before you eat or drink, when you are empty, that is your weight. And then you do that once a week. If you're a lady on your cycle or ovulation, you don't have to measure yourself because you're going to be holding more water, which means you're going to be heavier than usual. And then I want you to take 3 photos of yourself, front, back, and sides. Front, back, and sides. That is how you look. So you want to take photos of yourself to remember how you look. How do you know how much muscle and fat you have? DEXA scan. How does muscle weigh more than fat? No, it doesn't. 5 pounds is 5 pounds. 5 pounds of muscle is 5 pounds of fat. So they don't weigh more or less. How do you lose 70 pounds? Sample meal plan, link in the bio. What about bariatric and keeping muscle? How? I want you to look at other people who have had the surgery. Have they kept their muscle? How are you going to be different than them? You won't. You're not exempt from it. Bariatric means you're going to restrict your calories. So let's talk about weight loss surgery. Let's talk about surgery. What does surgery do? What does an Ozempic do? What does Mounjaro do? What do these things do? What do they do? If you qualify for this stuff, what happens? If you qualify for surgery or Ozempic or Mounjaro or whatever it is, what does that mean? It means you're overweight. It means you eat. It means you're overweight. But how did you get overweight? How did you get overweight in the first place? You ate too much. That's it. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. You ate too much. You could fight me on this, but I would rather you not waste your time. If you qualify for surgery, you ate too much. That's how you became overweight. There's only one way to get overweight, and that is to overeat. So here you are before surgery. You're a thick legend, and I love that for you. Okay? So how did you get overweight? Eating too much. But what is too much? Literally eating more calories than your body can burn. So let's say at this weight, let's say at this size, you were supposed to eat around 2,800 calories a day. You're supposed to eat around 2,800 calories a day at this size. That's your metabolic rate. Now, that's higher than my metabolic rate and higher than most people's. The bigger you are, the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn. So you actually do burn more calories than someone who is smaller than you. Someone who's smaller than you, you do burn more calories because you have more muscle. Because let's say you were a 300-pound person. You're 300 pounds. If at 300 pounds, you might have 160 pounds of just pure muscle up on you, pure muscle. And then you might have 130 pounds of fat. That's fine, but you got 160 pounds of muscle on you. That's crazy compared to someone who's 200 pounds. You can get a DEXA scan and know this information, who may only have, 100 pounds of muscle and 90 pounds of fat. So the muscle you have is what dictates how many calories you burn. So you got 160 pounds of muscle, you burn more calories than a girl who got 100 pounds of muscle. So because you burn more calories, you can consume more calories. But that doesn't mean you can consume 10,000 calories a day. That don't mean that. So at 300 pounds, before you got to weight loss surgery, you were a thick legend. Got it. This is you. Got it. You were supposed to be eating around 2,800 calories a day. However, to get to your size, what you were doing was eating 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 calories a day. Every time you're in a surplus of 3,500, that would make you gain a pound of weight gain. So 2,800 calories is a good amount of calories. But if you're an overeater, if you like to eat even half a box of pizza, you're going to exceed this number. If you eat 4 slices of pizza, you're going to exceed this number. And I know you eat more than 4 slices of pizza. That's just the reality of it. So when you do surgery, You went from one extreme. You used to eat 6,000 calories a day, which was too damn much in the first place. It was too much in the first place. However, you should have been eating around 2,800 calories. That's your metabolic rate. You should have said, hey, let me click the link in the bio. Let me enter the height, weight, age, and activity level. It'll tell me how many calories I should eat every day to lose 1 pound a week. But you didn't want to lose 1 pound a week of fat. You wanted to do it fast. So what happens when you do it fast? The doctor says, hey, ma'am, you used to eat 6,000 calories a day. Now you're getting ready to have surgery, lap band, Mounjaro, Ozempic. Now I need you to restrict how many calories you can eat, whether it's a lap band or he saws it off or he chews it off. Thank you so much, Tamisha. Whatever it is, whatever kind of surgery it is, all it does is restrict how many calories you can eat. So you used to eat too damn much, 6,000 calories. Yeah, that's true. However, you should have been eating about 2,800. That would have been more accurate for you. But since you went straight to the doctors, what did he do? He said, you know what? I'm going to cut that mouth shut. I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to shut it down. You ain't going to be able to eat nothing once you finish with me. And I know that's what you think you want, because when you're overweight, you associate food with so much negativity. So your answer for that negativity is, man, I just wish somebody took the food away from me. I just wish somebody took away the desire. It's like them kid movies. Like, I wish I was an adult. And then the second you become an adult in a kid movie, you be ready to go back to being a child. Or Home Alone. I wish I didn't have parents. The second your parents gone, you sick about it. So when you're overweight, you just be like, I wish I just didn't want food. The doctor take care of that. You better stop. Listen to what you asking for. Listen to what you asking for. Because you used to eat too damn much. Then I wanted you to really just eat in line with your metabolism. You would have been straight. You would have been straight if you ate in line with the metabolism, but you went straight to the surgery. That's okay. However, what the doctor did, he made your wishes come true. Now your ass ain't eating number 500 calories a day. Post lap band surgery, 300 to 600 calories a day is all you can consume. Don't that seem like one extreme to the other? You used to eat 6,000 calories a day. Now you on Ozempic and they suppressing your appetite. Now you've had weight loss surgery. Now you've had lap band. You went from one extreme, 6,000, too damn much, to the other extreme, 500, too damn little. You should have stopped in the middle. If you stop in the middle, you can maintain your muscles. If you go from here to here, all you doing, your body is in a free fall. This is actually what's going on in your body. So when you, excuse me, you guys, when you cut your calories, your body, so if you were on a deserted island, a lot of people think they're in starvation mode. They'd be like, oh, I can't lose weight. I'm in starvation mode. There's no such thing as starvation mode for you, because starvation mode would literally be if you went to a deserted island and there was no food on the island. You would actually be starving, and what would happen to your body? You would deteriorate. You would not be here very long. So when you have surgery, that is your body in starvation mode. That before all that bullshit you were saying, how you couldn't lose weight because you was in starvation mode, that was cap. That was a lie. That was bullshit. That was bullshit, because you never was in starvation mode. But now, after weight loss surgery, you are actually in starvation mode, because it restricts how many calories you can consume. So you went from one extreme of 6,000 plus calories a day, past where you should have stopped, to 500 calories a day. Now your body is actually starving. And what happens when you starve your body? What happens when you starve your body? Your body begins to eat off of stored calories. Stored calories in your body is in the form of fat and muscle. Stored calories is in the form of fat and muscle. So you begin to lose fat, yes, but also muscle. No, losing muscle is the worst thing to do to your body. It is the worst thing to do to your body. It's the worst thing to do to your body. Not only does it leave you with a more flabby or saggy appearance, so you went from here, and really, you just wanted to be cute. You still wanted to be thick. You wanted to have some shape. So you went from one extreme to the other extreme. The other extreme is still being big, but now being flabby, now being saggy, now having excess skin. So you went from not liking your body because it was big to still not liking your body because it didn't look the way that you imagined it would look. That's what happens when you lose muscle. Losing muscle is by far the worst thing to do. You have to get a meal plan, because I don't want you to go from here to here. I want you to get in the middle. Get in the middle with it. Get in the middle. Stop being extreme. Because what happens statistically with most people who have weight loss surgery, they gain the weight back. How? Why? It's very easy to gain weight back after weight loss surgery, because think about it. You went from this extreme to this extreme, 500 calories a day. That's all you can consume initially post weight loss surgery. So your metabolic rate, as you lose muscle, your metabolic rate lowers. You lower your metabolic rate. So before, you had to eat over 2,800 calories to gain weight. Now, post weight loss surgery, you've lost so much muscle, you lost so much weight, your metabolic rate might be 1,700 calories. 1,700 calories. So it went from 2,800, which was pretty damn high, to 1,700. And for you, that's pretty damn low. If you don't have a healthy relationship with food, and you don't understand nutrition, once you get over your initial hump, year or two on weight loss surgery, you can go back to eating regular amounts of food. Not nearly as much as 7,000 calories a day. However, you can maybe consume 3,000 or 4,000 calories a day. Remember, you're still addicted to the sugars and the dairy. You still have those very bad habits in you. So statistically, most people who have weight loss surgery are unsuccessful because they gain the weight back. So when you start being able to eat more than 500 calories, which you will be able to, you'll start to maybe consume 2,000 calories a day. But remember, your metabolic rate is lower. So now, even eating 2,000 calories a day, you're starting to gain weight because your metabolic rate is lower. So people will say, I don't eat nearly as much as I used to, but I gain weight so much faster. Correct. You used to have a threshold of 2,800, but you've lowered your metabolic rate, you've lowered your lean muscle mass. Now your threshold is in the trash. Now it only takes 2,000 calories to gain weight. That is how it works. So do I suggest it? No, I don't. If your doctor tells you to do it, go for it. Go off. But those are the odds against you. If you don't have a healthy relationship with food, that surgery is not going to give you one. You still got to learn the principles. Weight training, yes. What about sugar? Do the 2-week anti-inflammatory detox. Use the discount code SSS35. You've been struggling for 10 years. I'm glad you're here. Can you eat too much protein? Yes, but not on my meal plan. Hey, Mama Bear. I give it to my coworkers your TikTok because they lost weight too, but they only drink smoothies. Yes, they're on a starvation diet. Whenever they start eating again, they're going to gain weight back. I don't suggest fasting at all. I have PCOS. Get a sample meal plan, link in the bio. You just need 30 grams of protein a day. No, most people need at least 30 to 35% of their entire diet to be protein a day. That's going to be in the 100 plus round, 100 plus grams a day. Mess with your mental, yes. I know I can lose weight if I control my eating, but you can't control your eating. Now, I want you to think about it. You've been trying to control your eating for 35 years, and you still haven't gotten control of it. What do you think is going to be different today? Nothing's going to be different today. Even if you leave here with a world of new information, if you don't leave here with a meal plan from the link in the bio using the discount code SSS35, you still going to be doing the same bullshit you've been doing because, now you know more, but are you actually going to do better? You need something to tell you, hey girl, meal one, eat 4 ounces of this, 2 ounces of this, 7 ounces of that. You have to have something that tells you what to do and when to do it. You think you need flexibility on your journey, and I'm telling you right now, you don't. You need structure. I'm a registered clinical dietitian, and everything this woman is saying is 100% facts. Ministry. Thank you so much, Nikki. I appreciate you. How do you have the energy to work out? By eating right. When I was overweight, I used to eat a bunch of food. I used to skip breakfast. Oh, I love skipping breakfast. Why? Because I thought if I ate breakfast, I would get bigger. That's the craziest thing I ever heard. Now, I used to skip breakfast. I never ate breakfast because I thought breakfast meant I would eat more food throughout the entire day and I would only get bigger. So I skipped breakfast, had no energy for my entire day of work. Then by midday, I was starving. Oh my God, I'm starving. What we about to eat? 12, 1 o'clock. Now think about it. If I would have ate breakfast, I would have never got starving at 12 or 1 o'clock and I would have never overate for lunch. But I never considered that. I just thought that was normal. So skipping breakfast only results in you eating so much more later on in the day. So I would skip breakfast. I would eat a bunch of food for lunch, and that food would knock me out. That's the only food I ever wanted. Whenever my coworkers or my sister would say, "Ooh, girl, what we about to eat?" We would sit there and we would think, what food gonna hit? And you know what I mean by hit. I mean, what food is going to knock me out? What food is going to make me want to take a nap? What food is going to ruin the rest of my day, actually, because I don't want to do anything with it. I'm overweight, I'm insecure, I'm unhappy, and really I want to sleep my life away. If I'm not eating, let me go to bed. So we would sit and think, they got that new soul food spot. They got the new soul, but I don't know how they portions look. We didn't say it like that, but we would say, we'll see. I hope they're not stingy with it. We would say stuff like that. I hope they're not stingy with the food. Meaning, if the plate was too small, it would piss me off. If I never really like going to new restaurants because I only wanted restaurants that I knew were tried and true, that would give me the portion size that I wanted, the portion size that would knock me out. So if I went to a new restaurant and the portion sizes were smaller than I anticipated, I'd get upset. I would have to order extra sides. I would have to order a little extra. Give me an extra piece of chicken on the side. Thank you. Okay. Or I would go eat right after that. I would go eat right after that. So that's how I used to get my energy. Then the meal would knock me out and I would wake up and I say, oh, I need some more energy. Let's go eat. I thought eating more would give me more energy. Okay. If that meal did nothing but knock me out, what did the next meal do? Knock me out again. Okay, so where do I get my energy from now? Actually knowing how many calories my body can burn every single day and eating food that's going to not knock me out. Eating food that gives me protein to help me build more muscle so I can, increase my metabolic rate. You got to create a healthy relationship with food. The relationship that we have with food now just consists of binging and starving. So I feel bad because I ate so much food yesterday. So I'm going to take a break today. I'm going to reset today. I'm going to detox today. That's all starving today. From one extreme to the other. It's not okay. Thank you so much, Segura. Thank you, SCA. How do you get out of starving mindset to lose weight? Get a meal plan. Can you re-explain how to calculate your goal weight? You don't want to calculate your goal weight. Focus on 1 pound a week. Good morning. Thanks so much, Pretty. How do you build muscle at home when you're not in the gym? Buy some weights. You have to buy weights. If you're not prepared to invest in purchasing weights, you need to go to the gym. I need you to have a 20 pound, 30 pound, 40 pound, 50 pound weight. You need them. Oh, you don't want to buy them because they're expensive? Okay, go to Planet Fitness. $10 a month. If you have weights at home, join Tanya the Introvert. TANYATHE, introvert. Tanya. She's in the Facebook group. She's in the chat right now. Follow Tanya the Introvert. She will teach you how to use those weights at home. You need some weights. In the beginning of your journey, you can get away with it, but really the beginning of your journey is only the first few weeks. After that, where are your weights at? And if you don't have access to them, go to the gym. You have to build muscle to increase your metabolic rate. You have to build some muscle. Lift heavy. There's never a reason to lift light. Thank you so much, Camilla. I appreciate you. You're in a calorie deficit and you're losing weight rapidly. Should I work out for 3 to 4 days a week? Weight train 3 days a week, 1 hour each session. Do cardio 30 minutes a day, 7 days a week. So Tony, I weigh 175 and I want to lose weight. How many pounds of fat should I lose when doing the detox? Is bread considered a sugar? Okay, bread is on all my meal plans. Bread, potatoes, rice, carbs are not bad. Carbs or any food in a surplus, it can be negative, can have negative effects. But if you're eating at maintenance or in a deficit, you're fine. So carbs are good food. Carbs give you energy. Have you ever realized when you used to do keto how you had no energy? Yes, you had no carbs. You had no energy. Okay, so if you're 175 pounds and you want to lose weight, how many pounds of fat should you lose? It depends on how many pounds of muscle you have. But that's beside the point. I want you to focus on losing 1 pound at a time, following the calculator in the link in the bio, and getting a meal plan based on losing 1 pound a week. As you begin to lose fat and maintain muscle, that will tell you, oh, okay, I like this look on me. This looks good. This feels good. This is good energy for me. That's what you should focus on, not, oh, I want to get to 130. For what? What's that 130? Do you get a prize for being 130? You don't. You get a prize for enjoying your body and being able to eat a lot. I personally like to eat a lot. So if I can manage a heavier weight, but still like the way the weight looks on me, that means I get to eat more versus chasing the scale, keep getting smaller, but now that restricts how much eating I can do. That's not fun. I want to be able to eat a lot of food and look good. That is your goal. Baby? Hey, Minority. It'll be worth in the end. Yeah, Facebook group, Fine Fit Fitness. You just came. You think your stomach has shrank already? Minority, if you're on my plan, it has. Facebook group, Fine Fit Fitness. You had gastric sleeve 7 years ago, and I'm getting fat again. It's okay, Ketty. Statistically, that's what happens to most people who have the sleeve, because your threshold is lower and you just eat more. You learn how to eat more, and you still have those very bad habits. You always had the bad habits. You ate too much before the surgery. Now, the only thing that kept your weight off initially is because you just could not eat more. That you couldn't eat more. You physically could not eat more. But eventually that wears off, and those bad habits are still there. If you're addicted to the sugars and the dairy, that's not anything that goes away overnight. Do the 2-week anti-inflammatory detox. You've got to pull yourself away from that addiction, and that can help you start eating less high-calorie food. Stop cooking your food with oil and butter. Start using spray oil. Gaining muscle boosts your immune system as well. Losing muscle depresses your immune system. Absolutely. Nikki knows this stuff. Nikki knows this stuff. So you want to boost your immune system so you can stop getting all the daggone time. We are overeating, which is making us, for one, poor. In the poorhouse, you spend a lot of money on this food. And then on top of that, it's making you sick. You spend a lot of money being sick. Poor people will only get poorer, especially in times like this with recessions. Why? Because poor eating habits, poor spending habits. Poor and poor. You are only going to get poorer during this. So when you see everybody else, all of the rich people of the world only getting richer, that means right now you're only going to get poor. You got bad health and it's from the food. So not one in 3 Americans will be pre-diabetic or have diabetes, type 2 diabetes. 98% of people who have diabetes have type 2. That's the type of diabetes you give yourself from your eating habits and your lack of exercise. So think about it, 1 in 3. Do you think those 1 in 3 people who are getting diabetes are rich people? Really think about it. Do you think the rich people are getting all the diabetes around here? No, it's you. You live in a bad neighborhood that only has terrible grocery stores. You shop at convenience stores with nothing but processed foods that cost you way more than Whole Foods. You're only getting sicker, which is only costing you more money. Insulin is extremely expensive, and I've helped so many people get off of theirs. So you got to think about it like that too. Think about it with the money. You spend a lot of money being big, and it's not helping you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Going to start your detox on Monday. The detox is this anti-inflammatory diet. It's a meal plan. It's a meal plan, 5 meals a day, 14 days straight. Recommendations for beginners to lift. Sample meal plan link in the bio. It comes with 90-day. It comes with progressive overload workout. Thank you so much, Kettle. No, I don't sell food. The hormone in the menopause does not let me lose weight. Which one, Mary? Which one? Do you have the name of it? You got to get a sample meal plan. I want to talk about something again. I talk about this every single day, you guys now. So statistically, or studies show, and you can join the Facebook family. I dropped the studies that show this. I don't just want you to think I'm saying studies show and ain't no damn study to, back this information up. From age 20 to 60 through the ages of menopause, right? Correct? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. This is the biggest lie ever told to women, especially. Nothing happens with your metabolism. Nothing. 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 Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. I know you're upset. You want to anger. Okay. You can waste. You can save your typing. You can save it. Let's talk about it. Science shows nothing happens from 20 to 60. 20 to 60. You have type 2 diabetes and PCOS. The sick are only getting sicker. You got to get that meal plan. I have so many people who are no longer on their insulin. So many people who are off their heart medications, high blood pressure, pre-diabetes. You have got to you know how much that costs you? You know how much that costs you. Not only your livelihood, not only your lust for life, not only the fact that you got to sit in corners where everybody else is in a circle enjoying themselves. It costs you a lot of money. And that's not going anywhere. I'm glad you're starting the detox on Monday. Please. So from 20 to 60, nothing happens with the metabolism. Let's say your metabolism, which is your metabolic rate. That's your metabolic rate. That's how many calories your body burns, metabolic rate. That's how many calories your body burns. When people say I have slow metabolism or fast metabolism, there's no such thing. You just have a number. You have a number that is your metabolic rate. Your number from age 20 to 60 is about the same. Let's say that number is 1,500. If you don't believe me about this number, if you don't believe me, and I know you don't believe me, that's okay. That's fine. I don't care. Go get a metabolic test. They'll put a holes on your mouth. You'll breathe into it. 10 minutes straight. It'll tell you, hey, ma'am, you're burning about 1,327 calories a day. Huh? What that mean? That means you burn in about 1,327 calories a day, which means you should be eating around that range. No, I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up. Our bodies are burning calories at rest, doing nothing. What's your number? That's your metabolism. So let's say your number is 1,500. And I'm pretty sure it's not even 1,500. Most women who go get metabolic tests who are on my meal plans, days don't even hit 1,500. So yours probably not even that. I'm just being honest with you. So since this number does not change, which is your metabolism, from 20 to 60, it don't change. What does change? From 20 to 60, activity level. I want you to think about where your life was when you were 20. How much thotting, bopping, ripping, running were you doing? A ton of it. At 20, you was in the streets real bad. At 20, you had a very active job, maybe a bartender, maybe a waitress, maybe you worked at a retail shop stop. Maybe. Yes, I do. But also, if you're in a Facebook family, you can ask me questions directly for one-on-one. But maybe you were in college. Whatever it was at 20, you was doing a lot of it. You couldn't, a pack of wild horses couldn't keep you in the house at 20. You was just everywhere all at once. You was living your life, your best life. That's when your body was the cutest, the tightest, the rightest. Okay. That was a good time back then. Now you used to say, oh, my metabolism's fast. But that's a lie. Your metabolism wasn't fast. Your metabolic rate was just 1500. So there was no metabolism that was fast or slow back then. It was just the activity level. The activity level was hella high. You moved a lot. Be honest with yourself. Now, what about your activity level? The older we get, the lower it goes. You don't do shit now. You work from home, or you go to an office. When you're young, you have to take the shit jobs, the shit details. You have to work late hours. You have to grind when you're young. The older you get, the more senior you are. They don't make you go in on the weekends. They don't make you do that dumb stuff. You don't have to work that hard, and you get to sit down most of the time. You're lazy, in short. But that's just thank you. Keep it cute. That is just my mom told me keep it cute. That is just the benefits of getting older. We have more benefits, and one of those benefits, we don't have to work that hard. Don't have to work that hard. So 20, you're working very hard. 60, you're not really working that hard. 20, you're going to parties, you're going to dances, you're having a great time, you're in classes, you're moving around. 60, that part of your life is done. So activity level down. Now, what else about the eating? Eating at 20, low. Now, I know you think you ate a lot of junk food in your 20s, and you did eat a lot of junk food, but that was about all you ate. Maybe you grabbed a bag of chips, you grabbed some soda, you grabbed some, Snickers, you grabbed junk food, not a big deal. But that was your diet, junk food and liquor. That was about it. That's not that many calories compared to how much you eat now. At 60, you still love the same junk food. You still do it. But how much more cups of coffee do you drink at 60? How much more? Or 40 or 50? And how much more do you drink? Even if it's just coffee, the sugars and the dairy in it is a lot of calories. So at 20, you didn't really need it. You had a lot of energy. At 60, you can't go one day without 3 cups of just the junk. That's a lot. That's a lot of calories. And on top of the junk food that you always loved, you now eat pasta. You go on vacations. You're always having dining experiences. You have more money and you spend it on food. So food has gone up over the years. Activity has gone down over the years. You know what has stayed consistent? Metabolism. Metabolism has been very consistent for you. Okay. So what do we want you to do when you're on your meal plan? I want you to start eating around this number. Instead of just ignoring the metabolism now or calling it slow or fast, I want you to find it by clicking my username, taking it to my TikTok account, enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should be consuming. It's around that number, I promise. Get a meal plan based on that number, and let's start to move your body a little bit more. Walk 30 minutes a day, every day. Hit 8,000 to 10,000 steps using your watch. You can get a watch from the link in the bio. Get the watch. I'm on 7,600 steps right now. So you need to start being more intentional with the movement of your body. And then what about weight training? I want you to do that 3 times a week, 1 hour each session. Now, if you purposely build muscle, what happens to this metabolism that you now call slow? Well, this number at 1,500 goes up to 1,700, to 1,800, to 1,900, to 2,000. You can increase your metabolism if you actually focus on building muscle. You're not building muscle in Pilates, in yoga, in Zumba class. So I'm not telling you to stop going there, but obviously you haven't built any muscle there. So I need you to do some strength training, do some progressive overload, and that's how you're going to build the muscle and increase the metabolism and stop blaming the metabolism and calling it slow, because nothing has happened over the last 40 years except we've gotten bigger because we move less and we eat more. Talking about diabetes, I volunteer in a free medical clinic fair. They said, you want to check your A1C? I said, yes, very sure of myself. I came out borderline diabetic. Wow. So you went to go help people and you found out that you were borderline diabetic. 1 in 3 Americans, 62% of Black women are obese. What's connected with being obese? Diabetes. If you're someone who's fighting chronic yeast infections, you're having them multiple times a year and you really don't know why, you're probably pre-diabetic and don't even know it. There are a lot of telltale signs that if you pay attention to them, that you just think is because of the soap you use or because of the person who you're with. If You're fighting. If you're beating up a yeast infection multiple times a year, you're probably pre-diabetic and don't even know it. Yeah, okay. So you went there thinking you were going to help people, came out now figuring out that you were borderline diabetic. Overweight is connected with being diabetes, infertility, cancer. That is bad. That is bad, you guys. Okay, so I'm glad you know now, and I'm glad you're on this plan now. Keep it real. Thank you so much, Tamisha. 30 minutes a day, 3 days of weight training for an hour. Yes, think about reduce bloating, 2-week anti-inflammatory detox. What is making you bloat? Instead of just reducing bloating, you could just like do the detox to do that. But really, it's a meal plan, 5 meals a day, anti-inflammatory. I want you to figure out why you're bloating. Bloating is not normal. So if you're bloated all the time, what are you eating that's making you bloat? It's not your body just bloating because it's Thursday. It's your body saying, hey, man, you gave me dairy again. I don't like dairy. If you're African American or Native American, 80% of us are lactose intolerant. So you're probably not even digesting the dairy because your body's rejecting it. What time is the last meal you eat? 1 hour before I go to bed. So if I go to bed at midnight, I eat at 11 p.m. I thought you have to choose losing weight and gaining muscle, not at the both. No, you do both at the same time. Gaining muscle to burn fat, yes. How do you build muscle? Sample meal plan link in the bio. Okay, I'm trying to read the comments. Lift heavy. The calculator on your bio, what would you consider low activity or moderate activity? It tells you how many days a week that it would consider low or moderate. I want you to go based on those guidelines. It's true. I watch you every day. I'm pumped. Yes, pretty. And how do you know how many calories, how many you should eat? The calculator will tell you. I can't wait to be grown up. Didn't we used to say that? And then we started getting bills. Take me back to childhood, sis. Hey, Cassandra, calorie calculator on your site. 57, 1998. Can you check the calorie calculator on the site, mommy? Thank you, Maurice. Hey, Maurice. Hey, Miss Tierra. Can you build and maintain glutes while losing fat? Absolutely, you want to. Thank you so much, Somalia. You'll take 100 ounces of protein a day. How many grams is that? I'm only 5'9" and I weigh 175. I'm too overweight. Yes, that's pretty heavy for your weight, for your height. So definitely get a meal plan. You want to create the life that you want. And a lot of times that starts with changing our eating habits. You see yourself doing it every single week, every single day, where you say you're going to stop eating, but your friend invited you out, or a new restaurant opened, or the Shaq-a-Roni commercial came on. And here you are back doing that thing you said you weren't going to do, which is only putting you deeper in that hole. I want you to think about where your life is today. For my 20, 30, 40-year-olds, are you on medication? Are you on some kind of medication? Are you pre-diabetic? Do you have diabetes? You have high blood pressure? You're in your 30s. What is your mobility like? Are you ripping and running in the streets? Or are you saying, ooh, 30s hit different? That freaks me out when people say that. That is not true. 30s do not hit different. If in your 30s you are now becoming immobile, think about what your 40s are going to look like. You're on medication real bad right now. That's crazy. That is not okay. I will never tell you that's okay. That's crazy. You have got to stop, because wherever you are right now, it's only going to get worse as you get older. So if you're not in a good place right now, you need to get there. Because what else is going to happen? If you're pre-diabetic now, what do you think? You're just going to stop being pre-diabetic one day? No, you have the same eating habits. You will have diabetes. You will. Okay, and you want to stab yourself with insulin at your very young age? Type 2 diabetes, 98% of us, 98% of people who have it will get it. That's the kind of diabetes you give yourself. And you're okay with stabbing yourself with your insulin and checking your levels. You good with that? You're good with that? I wonder you think about that person who's in your family, who everyone said, he can't have no cake. Because he got diabetes. He can't have no cake. He will start convulsing. He can't have no cake. Do you want them to start screaming that over your head? The week of December 25th to January 1st is when there are the most heart attacks. That is the heart attack week. Over the holiday weekend, more people end up in the hospital for heart attacks. What is going on over the holidays? The eating. You already have underlying things health issues all year. Then for the holidays, since everyone loves to binge on the holidays, since that's our number one excuse, hey, it's Christmas, I'll do it at the top of the year. That's when most people end up in the hospital for heart attacks. The eating finally catches up to you at the worst time of the year. Okay, we've got to stop. And don't give him no cake because he has diabetes. I don't want them to scream that over your head, please. Yes, hypothyroidism. Get a sample meal plan link in the bio. The detox is an anti-inflammatory diet. You need to buy weights. Yep. I'm in my 40s, high blood pressure. I got to get it together. Tosh, you got to get it together because you're going to be in your 50s with high blood pressure fighting heart disease. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get, like, how would it get better if you don't make it better? You want high blood pressure medication right now. You can't miss a prescription. That is not okay for that to be controlling your life. I have so many people who are no longer on their high blood pressure medication, no longer with the cholesterol issues. You've got to change your life and your eating habits. It's crazy. I used to eat a whole meal and then go get some chips as a snack. Lou, that's what we used to do. Lou, that's crazy. And you're 20, so you're getting away with it right now. But even though you're heavier, it's like, oh, okay, I can manage it. I can manage it because you're active. The older you get, the better jobs you have, you're not going to be active. And that's the beauty of getting older. You don't have to work as hard, but you do have to monitor your eating way more as you get older because you're not active. I'm confused. Get a 2,100 calorie plan. Thank you so much, Diamond. So when you reach your goal from 1 pound a week, how do you maintain it? By increasing your calories by 5. So as you're in a calorie deficit, eating minus 500 calories, what should happen is you should be full every single day. Have a ton of energy. Life is great. You don't even know that you're on a weight loss journey. The pounds are just shedding. Then actually, when you hit your goal, you can increase your calories so you can eat more. But remember, you were full the entire time you were losing weight. Now you eat even more to maintain the weight. That is the goal. How do you lose body fat? Sample meal plan and link in the bio. Should you do fasted cardio in the morning? Yes. In my neighborhood, the hood, they always want to build Taco Bells when we have room for a gym. Lou, yes, they do. Keep the poor people poor. Please. Keep their health terrible. Please keep their health terrible. It is a big business. Sick people, y'all spend a lot of money. You spend a lot of money being sick. Don't nobody want you to not be sick. Why? How we going to get paid if you're not sick? The fitness industry is the biggest industry. People trying to not be big. 42% of Americans are obese. That's most of us. 20% of us are morbidly obese. We're only going to get bigger. It's a big business. So why would they put a gym in your neighborhood when they could put a Taco Bell there? And you perceive Taco Bell as so cheap. So you go there all the time. It's cheaper than groceries. No, it's not. I'm 65 and I survived sepsis because of muscle memory. Yes, and I think you were in the room yesterday. That is how you protect yourself. Muscle. Not sure which meal plan. 54, Cassandra. Use the calculator. It'll tell you how many calories. Thank you so much, Get Fit with Tessa. I can see how my 40-year-old parents can't barely move and they ain't finna be me. Lou, that's scary. That's scary. If you look at your parents and you don't want to be them, like, dang, like, yeah, mama is like moving slow. She is not doing well. She's not very active. She hasn't been outside with friends in months. If that don't scare you, I don't know what else could. Because how you going to be different than your mama? You ain't better than your mama. Your mama taught you how to eat and she taught herself how to eat. Her mama taught her how to eat. So y'all eating the same food. Y'all going to end up in the same category. She's sick all the time. You don't notice right now that at your young age, you be sick pretty often too. People say it's genetics. It's the food. It's not genetics. It's the food. You and your mama eat the same food. Y'all got the same body type because y'all be eating the same food. Don't nobody move in y'all house. You going to be just like her. Do you want to be just like her? I want to be just like my mama. But if anyhow my mama didn't have it together, I wouldn't want to be just like her. Hell no. I'm not about to follow down her path. Girl, bye. But if you see a good example, you could be a good example. Do your kids want to be just like you? I remember, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I used to love that movie. They were embarrassed to their mother. They were embarrassed. She stayed in the house all the time. That was before my 600-pound life came out. That was before the show came out. I never seen nobody like that. So you just watch it on the movie, and the movie was so good and it was so sad. Their mom could not leave the house. She was stuck in the house. They had to cut down a wall to get her up out of the house. That's crazy. They were embarrassed of their mother. That's very sad. I don't want my kids to be embarrassed of me. And when I was overweight, they definitely were going to be. I was already in my 20s at 225 fighting the good fight. Where you think I would have been by the time I had them? I would have been pushing 300, having a high risk pregnancy, fighting the diabetes if I didn't have it by then because everybody else in my family had it. So I just knew I was going to have it. Come on. Talk about people who get itchy once they start to warm up during exercises. Cindy, you should look that up because you really shouldn't be itchy like that. Maybe exfoliate more. Get a 1600 plan, Cassandra. Is coffee good to drink? Stevia and non-dairy creamer? Yes. Does it matter which supplements you take, collagen, whey, etc.? No, it don't matter what supplements you take. None of them will help you lose fat. So you could spend your money on it if you like, but none of them are actually going to help with fat loss. They're just supplements. Supplements may help your food digest. Ain't got nothing to do with how big you are. So I talk about supplements a lot sometimes because a lot of them are promoted for weight loss. They are not. And if you look at the bottom of them, every single one of them say with diet and exercise, diet and exercise, diet and exercise. So why I need to diet and exercise if I'm taking collagen? Because collagen don't do nothing. Ain't got nothing to do with weight loss. But if you diet and exercise, then you'll lose weight. So why am I buying the collagen? Shit, I don't know why you're buying the collagen. I really don't know. I don't know. Because an influencer told you to buy it? Okay. But what does she eat? And how much does she move her body? Those are the good questions. The Shaq-a-Roni commercial get on my nerves. Hey, Tierra. Hello, Rodney. Yes, this is so true. Holiday eating ruins us. Yes, it's the way he know he can't have no cake and he's still in line. Maurice, I love the old people in my family because they have like bad health and they're not supposed to eat cake because they have diabetes. But think about it. They've had diabetes for like 30, 40 years. That is crazy. You've been sick and people have been screaming no sugar, no cake over this man for 30, 40 years. Why do you still have diabetes? Why are you still on your insulin? It's like type 2 diabetes is reversible in the fact that you can get off your insulin. So why, when you get diabetes, you stay with it? Don't you want to get off of it? Nope, because he love the sweets. He always in a line. You walk with a cane and you walk 15 minutes a day and you're going to do another 15 minutes. I'm proud of you. Keep pushing yourself. Don't push too hard, but push yourself. It's not the sweets though. It's all the carbs that turn into sugar. Carbs in a surplus. Any calories in a surplus. Surplus, meaning if you eat 2,000 calories of food every day and that's your maintenance or your deficit, nope, you good. Now, if you eat 4,000 calories a day and that's in a surplus, that is the issue. It's a surplus. It's the truth. Yeah. Hey, Cherry, you're having breakfast this morning. Yes. And you're done with the detox. Cherry, what's next? You can get a 30-day plan or you can continue on the rest of the 90-day plan. The first 14 days of the 90-day plan has the 2-week detox, so you can skip that part and then do the other 75 days, or you can go straight to a 30-day plan. Cherry, how do you feel? What were your results? You just bought a 30-day plan. Thank you so much, Cassandra. Make sure you use the discount code 3335, SSS5. Thank you, Miss Medlin. Tony, shed it because your mama look good. We want to look like her. Exactly. See, my mama's, she keep it together. My mom's always had small portions though. But as she's gotten older, she's been saying, oh man, its weight has been easy to get on her because she's always been fairly small. I didn't realize my mom was small because her portions were always small. She came from Jamaica. So her portions were smaller. She never ate soul food. So we grew up like my dad's family, very Southern, very, very lots of soul food. So I ate differently than my mother. I ate differently. I didn't realize it. My mom, her plates used to always be so small. And it used to get on my nerves. I'm like, where the rest of her food at? Because how we grew up eating in the same household, but like, with more Southern culture. She didn't grow up in a Southern culture, but we did, is make all your food with oil and butter, lots of macaroni and cheese, lots of dairy. That's a lot of calories. So I grew up addicted to sugars and dairies, whereas she did not, because that's not the kind of food. She ate more whole foods in Jamaica and growing up in Miami, where when we grew up in the South, ain't no whole foods. It ain't no whole foods. It's a Bojangles, and you're gonna eat it, and it's a Shoney's, and you're gonna enjoy it. It's a lot more calories. So she's always been able to maintain her weight because her portions are smaller, meaning more in line with her body. But then as she's gotten older, she's said, oh man, getting older is harder. No, it ain't. I break it down for her just like with y'all. From age 20 to 60, and she's not 60 yet, nothing happens with your metabolism. But what does happen is she lazy. She used to go to the job every single day. When we was young, when we was jits, she used to go to work like 6 days a week. She always used to go to work. Then she retired early. What happens when you retire? You don't go to work no more. Oh, what happened when you don't go to work no more? Your ass don't move your body no more. So that's a part problem. Your activity level in 20, ripping and running. She used to work at like the grocery store when she was a little girl. So grocery store worker to retire, you don't move your body. Versus eating. When you young, she ain't had no money. She worked at a grocery store. She don't have no money. Versus older, she got plenty of money to go eat. So she eat more and she move her body less. Nothing has happened with her metabolism from here to here. So what does she focus on? What did she do this morning before she got on live to be here with us? She lifted weights to increase her metabolism. That's it. That's it. You walk 3 miles every single day, a weighted vest. You can do that. Yeah, I'm alive, Nicole. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Nikki. You told us itching when you start working out occurs because your blood is forming new blood vessels for oxygen. The itching will go away over time as your blood vessels adjust. Thank you so much, Miss Nikki. Thank you, Miss Nikki. Not a hole in the wall. Yes. When Gilbert mom died, they set the house on fire because they were embarrassed. Rodney, you remember that movie? I mean, that movie really stuck with me as a young person. I enjoyed that movie because it had Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio. Like them two bad bitches linked up for a movie. That was a very good movie. And they was embarrassed of their mom. That was crazy. That was crazy. Big Mama the wall. They had to take the wall down to get the lady out. I'm over here making my breakfast and I'm looking at these eggs and the egg whites. It's a lot, Fija, but you're gonna eat it because so many you're gonna get more protein in your body. More protein is really people can't get the level of protein they're supposed to get throughout the entire day, maybe 30 to 35% of their entire diet daily, because you're waiting to the end of the day to get a piece of chicken. You can start in the morning with just like egg and egg whites. If you start in the morning, it's a lot easier to break down the amount of protein that you should be getting in. I love watching you. I hate that I'll have to go. Thank you. Thank you so much, South. I'll be back. You'll see the live throughout the rest of the day. I appreciate you. And thank you, Miss Nikki, for your helpful information. I hope to see you in these lives. But I'm gonna eat it. Eat it. When do you recalculate your calories? After 90 days or after your next metabolic test. Thank you so much, Dawn. I feel good. I have a routine, no cravings. Food isn't my epicenter. Oh, isn't that an excellent feeling? Hello, Kendra. Why do I yawn when I work out? Because you need to wake up, Kendra. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep that night. That's okay. Does that mean take a pre-workout? No, I hate pre-workout. It's caffeine. It's going to give you the itches. You might even, I just hate pre-workout. What is the best pre-workout? Jimmy Leach will tell you. Best pre-workout is an extra hour of sleep. So if you're yawning in the gym, you need to find out how to get an extra hour of sleep at night. I can't get an extra hour of sleep. I barely get enough sleep now. You need to get a better schedule, Kedra. You need to get a better schedule. How do you get a better schedule? Knowing what you're going to eat. The number one thing we spend our time doing is coming home and being like, damn, what I got in the fridge? What I'm finna make? How long that's going to take you to figure out? Or to wait for the Uber Eats man to get to the house. It's the eating that dictates our schedule. Oh, I go run to the store to go get this item. Get a food plan. Start to plan your meals out earlier. Put them in the fridge. Eat your meal. Go to bed. Wake up for the gym. You ain't gonna be yawning soon enough. Thank you so much. Yes, and that's good advice for Kedra. Okay, thank you. Hey, Tony, I just started back at the gym. I need to buy your program and get muscles and lose fat. Tanya Goldsberg, I'm so proud of you. Yes, get the plan. Okay, yes, very good, Cherry. Ash Cass. Okay, so hold on. I just walked in. Your legs always do that. Ash, just keep working out. Just keep working out. That's just oxygen going to your blood vessels. Thank you, Thick. I struggle with my intake of protein being a vegan. That's why you need a meal plan so you can get 30 to 35% protein. Even my vegans and vegetarians. She lost hella weight on your program already. Inspired me to grab a plan. Thank you so much. And if you want to see thousands of other people doing the same thing, join the Facebook family. Can you talk more about your meal plan, how it's set up? Let's talk about it. The meal plan is set into 90 days. 90 days. Why? No, it's a good amount of time. If you see people who say, "Oh my God, do my 5-day detox, do my 7-day cleanse," what's the hell gonna happen in 7 days? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, you can lose some water weight in 7 days, but you're gonna gain it back on day 8. You actually need to create better habits. At minimum, it'll take you 21 days to break a habit. So 90 days is kind of like that sweet spot. If I told you to get a 60-day plan, a 6-month plan, you'll want to fight me because you can't imagine it. So here's the truth about fat loss and weight loss. Whatever you do to lose weight, you have to do it to keep it off. So at the beginning of your journey, because I've been there, you imagine like, oh, I'll do anything for like 2 months to lose weight. And then you imagine this life where at month 3, you can eat whatever you want. Girl, you cannot go back to them old styles of eating. I swear to God. A lot of people ask me, how often do you eat fast food? Never. Never. Never eat fast food. Oh no. If I told you you'll never eat fast food right now, you would not want to do this plan. Because even right now, you still imagine how you will be able to get that body that you want, that you always desire, and then still go to Bojangles, still go to McDonald's, still go to Chick-fil-A. And I'm telling you, that's not how it is. That's not how any of this shit works. Does that mean you can't go to Chick-fil-A? No, you can go to Chick-fil-A, but you probably won't want to. And you'll need to understand why. There are so many better places to go than Chick-fil-A. There's a lot better options. But at the beginning of your journey, you don't see those options. All you see is, damn, she taking away my Chipotle. So you'll want to fight me. Okay, that's why I don't have a 6-month plan, but really that's what your ass need. But we're going to stick to the 3 months. We're going to stick to the 90 days because that's a cute amount of time. It's a cute amount of time. But it takes a lifetime of changing those bad habits. You've got to change it. I go out to eat all the time. All the time. I go out to eat all the time. Do I go to Bojangles? No. Thank you so much, Bagels. I used to go to Bojangles all the time. Do I go to Red Robin? No. It's too many damn calories in them places and not enough protein in them places. So I just don't go, and neither should you. But we'll get to that part. So the 90-day plan, 90 days, what happens in the 90 days? The first 1 through 14 days is anti-inflammatory. I ain't gonna spell it. It is what some people refer to as a detox. Is it a detox? No, your body already detoxes itself. You don't need a detox. But it's just the word used because people understand that concept. What is it not? A shit tox or a laxative or a detox tea. When you think about detoxes right now, because they're so popular, you usually think about a girl with a BBL who's selling you a detox tea and telling you you're going to lose a bunch of weight rapidly. That is a shit tox. It makes you poop. It is pointless. There are only 4 ways to change the way your body looks: gain fat, gain muscle, lose muscle. When you do a shit tox, you're going to lose water. Who cares? It's going to make you poop. It's going to make you poop. Who cares? Because this is a double chin. This is fat. And this fat is not poop. So who cares if you poop? Because you'll never lose your double chin. You'll never lose your auntie arms. You'll never lose your belly fat. Poop is poop. So you can poop with all the detox teas you want. You're still going to be left with stubborn belly fat, auntie arms, double chin. So there's no point. When I say anti-inflammatory diet, it's a meal plan. It's 5 meals a day. It's 14 days straight. Anti-inflammatory, meaning no sugars, no dairies, nothing that's going to inflame your system. Why is inflammation bad? It leads to a lot of diseases and issues. Also, foods that inflame you, dairy, sugars, are very addictive. They're very addictive and they're very high in calories, i.e. ice cream, cake, creamers and coffees that we love. What else? Macaroni and cheese. It's super high in calories. And since we're addicted to it, we eat a lot of it, and that's how we're in a surplus all the time. What I found through my own personal journey and most people's, you need to do this detox first. Do not start the plan without doing a detox. You can skip it if you want, but all you're going to do is fail. You're going to fail. You're addicted to sugars and dairies. You're going to always be doing good and then falling off. Doing good and then falling off. Stop doing that. Do the 2-week detox. It'll help you get rid of your sugar and your dairy cravings. Does this mean that you'll never eat sugar and dairy again? No, you'll always eat sugar and dairy for most people. However, you won't crave it and or eat so much of it. So the day 1 through 14, anti-inflammatory diet. That's it. Most people lose 8 to 15 pounds here. That's mostly water retention. Congratulations. You'll look better. You'll feel better. But more importantly, you will not be craving the foods that have you in a chokehold now. Day 15 through 45. During this time, I want you to walk 30 minutes a day every single day. 30 minutes a day every single day. This is not going to help you lose weight. The discount code is going to be SSS35. 35 for 35% off. You can use the discount code on the website. Day 15 through 45, I want you to do the regular meal plan: French toast, tacos, hamburgers. This is regular food. You make it at home. No oils, no butters. Use your food scale so you can weigh out your food. I need you to start learning your portions now. There are going to be no protein shakes or anything like that on it. Why? I don't like replacements. They're not real life. If you go on a cruise right now, or if you go to a restaurant, there are going to be no protein replacement smoothies up there. Instead, they're going to have real food. You need to learn how to order real food at restaurants so you can stop over ordering. If I send you to a restaurant right now and you're like, oh no, they don't have my smoothie, what will I get? I guess I'll just get the fried chicken. Nah, you weren't supposed to do that. You're supposed to follow what your meal plan says. Have similar foods that are going to be high in proteins, and still learn how to eat carbs: French toast, tacos, hamburgers, ice cream, potatoes, whatever it is. Just regular, real food. So when you live your real life, you understand, oh, this is how I get protein in. This is how I stay energized. This is how I order at restaurants. Ask anybody in my Facebook group who go on vacations after being on the plan for just a few weeks or a few months. They do not gain weight because they understand, okay, I have a better understanding of nutrition now and how to get it in. Good. So this is the regular meal plan. It's also when you do the HIIT workout. The first 2 weeks, don't do nothing. You're only going to walk 30 minutes a day. You're going to lose 8 to 15 pounds, but that's because you're eating in a calorie deficit. So congratulations. Just walk 30 minutes a day. I want you walking 30 minutes a day for the rest of your life. Just always move your body. Department of Health suggests 2.5 hours a week of movement or exercise. You should be doing that. 30 minutes of walking is going to hit that goal right on point. You do not have to run, get on the Stairmaster, do 12, 3:30. All I want you to do is walk. Eventually, you'll start running. You'll push yourself when you're ready, but in the beginning, just walk. Day 15 through 45, regular meal plan, high intensity interval training. Why? Because you need to learn how to start getting your heart rate up. Start moving your body a little bit more with some intention. High intensity interval training is going to get your heart rate up. This is so important because the next part of the plan, day 46 through just about 90, is another meal plan. It's actually 2 meal plans. One where you create your own meal plan. I want you to learn how to intuitively eat. On day 75, I give you the guidelines so you can make a meal plan. I'm not going to hold your hand forever. I'm here every single day, but really, most people who've been on my plan, self-sufficient. I'm not your mama, right? I'm just here to give you a guideline so you can do it yourself. So the last 2 weeks of the plan, you make yourself. Learning what you learned the first 75 days, you should absolutely be able to make your own meal plan. Most successful people or rich people eat like similar things every single day. And if you think about it, you eat similar things every single week. Spaghetti, fried chicken, Alfredo, you always making that stuff at your house. So a meal plan means you don't have to eat the same thing every single day, but a meal plan is like, all right, these are the kind of groceries that I want to have in my house. These are the kind of meals I can make from these groceries. This is how I can have a healthy lifestyle. So you make your own meal plan the last 2, but the next 45 days of the plan, you do progressive overload plans, overload workouts. Progressive overload workouts. What are those? The best and the easiest way to build muscle. It's a 30-day plan in there. I just teach you how to build a muscle because you did HIIT or high intensity interval training in the beginning, so you learn how to get your heart rate up. It's hard to lift weights. People think cardio is hard because it's exhaustive. Lifting weights will put you on your ass. You will be exhausted if you don't have any cardiovascular strength. That's why we do 30 days of this so we could do the rest of our life doing this. Building muscle is what you should focus on for the rest of your life. Don't only build muscle. You could do Pilates, you could do Zumba, whatever. But building muscle for the rest of your life, you focus on that. If you only focused on getting stronger, you would lower your body fat percentage, but also you would increase your metabolic rate and increase your health. Building muscle is what I want you to do from this day, 46, going forward forever. People think building muscle or going to the gym is like, I go to the gym for a couple months and then I'm straight. It's like money. Muscle is money. Or a retirement plan. As you get older, you need to have money in your retirement account so you can retire, so you don't have to work till you're 90. As you get older, you need to have muscle because you'll begin to lose it. And muscle is what will dictate your bone density. If you'll get arthritis, osteoporosis, it'll dictate, any diseases that you may have. It'll dictate how you move your body. Muscle building while you can is so important because eventually you won't be able to put on anymore. So you need to put on as much muscle or make as much money as you can during your life because it will only go away. So putting on the muscle is our number one goal because that's just like putting money towards retirement. You know you're going to need money in retirement and you're going to need muscle too. So progressive overload in the last few days of the plan. Now, what about if you finish the plan and you didn't lose all the weight you want to lose? Get another plan. Recalculate your calories and get another 30-day plan. Just keep doing the 30-day plans. You don't need to do the detox over again. It's not a round 1, round 2 situation. Get rid of your sugar and your dairy cravings. Do some HIIT training just to get your heart rate up. And then from now until forever, focus on building muscle. That's our only goals here. This is a muscle building page. Does that mean you're going to look like a big muscle bound babe? No. You just want to look like a better, more firm version of yourself. Thank you, Ash Cash. 30 to 35 intake per day. I thought my intake is over. Yeah, your intake is probably over 100. Okay, so let's talk about macros are just calories. Macros are calories. Macros are calories. Every 1 gram of 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. Every 1 gram of carb is 4 calories. Every 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. So if I say 30 to 35% of your diet, that's what the numbers say. 30 to 35% of your overall diet being protein is adequate. All right, what other numbers? What do other numbers say? People get confused about this. So people say every 1 pound that you should be eating your weight in protein. That's ridiculous. That's not true. If you were 300 pounds, you would be getting 300 grams of protein in. No. That is every 1 pound of lean muscle. Every 1 pound of lean muscle. Every 1 pound of lean muscle. So let's say, for instance, myself, I am 160 and I'm about 140 pounds of muscle. 140 pounds of muscle. And I'm about 15, 20 pounds of fat. Yeah, about fat. Okay, cool. So 140 pounds of muscle. Now, people think it's supposed to be every gram of protein per body weight. That would mean I would eat 160 grams of protein. That's not really accurate. The more accurate reading is 0.8 to like 1.2 or whatever for women for muscle. I don't want to get into the numbers. If you just do 30 to 35% of your overall diet, though, this will get you adequate protein. So people think it's this number. It's really not. It's closer to this number, but also there's no exact science on it. So you want to just stay within 30 to 35% of your diet being protein. So let's say if you get a meal plan from the link in the bio, you enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It tells you how many calories you should eat every single day to lose 1 pound a week. That number is 1738. I'm telling you to round it up to 1800. Round it up to 1800. Mainly because most people don't know how much lean muscle mass they have. How do you get to know this number? Get a DEXA scan, DEXA. So let's say the meal plan says, oh, girl, you should get an 1800 calorie meal plan. What's 30% of 1800? 30%. 30% of 1800 is like 600. So you should be eating 600 calories of protein. What is 600 calories of protein? 600 calories divided by 4, that's 150 grams. Because every 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. So that means you're getting about 150 grams of protein following that meal plan. Adequate. Okay? It'll be good. Let's just keep it simple. There's a lot of studies. None of them are 100%, but all of them are in the range of 1 gram of protein. Or 30 to 35%. I want to lose to desire to go when I plan, complete the plan. Yes. I know you're going to do great. What's the code? SSS35. Does it eliminate gluten during the detox period? Yeah, if you get gluten-free bread items. All right, you guys. Thank you, Gumma. Thank you, Mommy. I'm almost out. Thank you, Gumma. Is your meal plan include vegan meals? Yeah, I have vegan, pescatarian, and gluten-free plans. Thank you, same time, every day. Yep. Hey, Ashley. Not my mama. Okay, yes. Oh, you just got your massagers. Thank you so much, Miss Medlin. I'm excited for you and your plans. You have a meal plan question, Cherry? What can you replace albacore tuna with? You can replace albacore tuna with other kinds of tuna or fish or even chicken. Thank you so much, Craze. But albacore tuna is pretty awesome because it's like 25 grams of protein in 4 ounces. I know it don't look like it'll taste good because it's pretty dry. I want you to mix in your avocado with it. Mix avocado with the albacore tuna. It is so high in protein. It's very, very good. I do prefer the albacore. You can get other ones, but albacore is kind of lit in water, not in oil. Don't get the oil. Just got the 90-day plan. What can I replace the meal plan instead of avocado? Mommy, me too. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So I want you to think about it. On my meal plans, I tell you to eat like 2 ounces of avocado. That's like half a small avocado. If you don't want that, that's 90 calories. I tell you to get 1 tablespoon of olive oil. That's 120 calories. 1 tablespoon of olive oil is more calories than half of an avocado. So that's why we say do not cook with it. Don't cook with avocado. You can eat avocado, a tablespoon here or there, whatever. Do not cook with it because how much avocado do you put in your pan when you get ready to cook? How many tablespoons, 3, 4, 5. How many additional calories is that? That's insane. Thank you, Craze. I've been thinking of using avocado in place of butter and bacon. Yeah, avocado is really good, especially like to like bind foods. Avocado's good. What can you replace protein bars with? Anything else on the meal plan as far as desserts? But try out the Quest ones because they're pretty good. The Quest bars are pretty delicious. Give me an olive oil. Yeah, see, my mama like olive oil instead of it. You'll try a mix. You hate avocado, I know, but if you mix it in with your stuff, it tastes pretty good. And I even eat avocado hot. I will pan fry my tuna and my avocado with a bunch of what do you call it? Peppers and onions and stuff like that, and use some G Hughes teriyaki, and I put rice in it. Oh, I'll go digital with the avocado tuna. It tastes good. Does each meal plan break down the measurements of protein, fats? No, it doesn't break it down. But it breaks down like, okay, it breaks down fats, carbs, and proteins, meaning it'll say 4 ounces of chicken, 3 ounces of rice, and any veggies that's necessary or any fats in there. Will it say how many calories it's in each and every single one? No, ain't nobody got time for that. The entire day of eating, if you get an 1,800 calorie plan, the entire day of eating will be about 1,800 calories plus or minus. You can put it in MyFitnessPal if you like, but really the work is done, so you don't have to do any additional work. Yeah, mix it. Yeah, make guacamole. Yeah, Madeline, mix it. You just got a 30-day plan. How can I get a strength training plan? I want to build muscle. Send me a DM or an Instagram, Nina. Let me know that you got the 30-day plan, but you need to get the workout with it. It's okay. I'll just send it. Okay, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was referring to olive oil when cooking. My bad, you guys. Okay, you all. I love you. I thank you. I appreciate you guys. I'm getting ready to go to the farmer's market. Why? I want to see if they got some bread. I want some bread because we're making lamb burgers tonight. Is Maurice in the room? Yes. Mr. Miles requested lamb burgers, so I'm making lamb burgers tonight. You can eat anything you want as long as your portions are small. So I normally get bread from Whole Foods, but it's farmer's market day. So I want some bread, some onions. I want to see if they got something I can pick up and eat out there. Why? You can eat out. I eat out all the time. Eating out is amazing. Now, when I say all the time, that's different than the old me. The old me literally did eat out all the time, like at least once or twice every single day. That's very different than the new me. Okay, so now I eat out like no more than 2-3 times a week. 2-3 times a week versus 2 times in a day. And some weeks I only eat out like once a week. So that's different. So it's not all the time. However, when I do eat out, it's not fast food. It's not Golden Corrals. It's not Cheesecake Factory. It's not places with tons of calories. No, I look more for quality food. Usually that means that it's going to be smaller portions, which is better. You don't need a big old portion. I know you want a knockout plate, but that's how we got where we are now. Is it okay? We'll cook with avocado spray? Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed your session. You are amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Nikki. I truly appreciated you. And I'm thankful that you're in this room to give us some more great information. I appreciate you, Butternut. Healthy understand what type of healthy choices. Yeah, what are healthy choices I make when I go out to eat? First off, okay, so this is the last thing. Hey, drama girl, when I go out to eat, I think about it like a rich person. Like rich people think about money because I think about being healthy as being rich. It is absolutely being rich. You'll live longer. There's no point in having a lot of money if you do not have good health because you're not going to live long enough to enjoy it or enjoy your life. So rich people, I think about it like when I was overweight, I was poor. I was overweight because I would overeat and I would overspend. I had no money at all because I spent all of it on food, even though I was pretty successful as a young person. I own my own real estate company, but I spent all my money on food, so it didn't matter. I was not going to last long in this world. Okay? That's just a petty fact. So now I think about going out to eat the way rich people think about money. Investing. When rich people spend money, it's all about an investment. How can I get this money back? I'm going to put this money out here, but how am I getting money back through this? How am I getting money back? Money is not just spent. Poor people spend money. Rich people invest it. Invest it. Poor people spend. Think about how much money has gone through your hands this year. This year, only this year. How much of that money do you still have? How much money has gone through your hands this year? $100, $200, $4,000. Include your paycheck. Stop trying to not include your paycheck. Stop trying to not include how much money have you gotten this year? How much of it is still yours? Yeah, thank you, Mommy. How much money is still yours? Meaning, did you put money towards your mortgage that you own? Did you put money towards stocks and investments that you still own? Or did you give your money to H&M, did you give your money to Cheesecake Factory? Did you give your money somewhere where you'll never see it again? Most of us, poor people, not us. Stop trying to drag me in this shit. Most poor people, I ain't claiming it no more, y'all, spend their money on places they'll never see it again. They do not invest. Whereas rich people invest their money. They invest. So I think about eating out like that. What is a good investment? When I was overweight, I was poor. So the only thing I thought about when I went out to eat was, is it going to hit? Is it going to hit? Is it going to hit? Thank you, Dawn. Is this food going to knock me out? Is this food going to make sure that I'm full? It was H&M, Lou. It was H&M. Lou doesn't own any of the money. Lou doesn't own any of the money that he made this year. The money that he made this year, H&M owns it. Burger King owns it. We don't own the money because we spend the money. We do not invest it. Think of it like that. So when I go out to eat, it is an investment in my future self. The old me never invested in myself. The old me said what food is going to hit. All I cared about was how big the plate was going to be. Thank you so much, Dawn. How big the plate was going to be and how good it was going to taste. That was it. And what did I receive from those meals? I received inflammation, bloating, cystic acne, chronic yeast infections. I was addicted to the sugars and the dairy. I received more weight gain, so I became overweight or obese. I received just bad health in general. So I spent my money on that food that hit, but it only made me sicker, sadder, more insecure. And even in just that day, that meal made sure I didn't do anything else with the rest of my day. So even though I wanted to be successful and I wanted to reach out to that client, I wanted to go see that listing, I wanted to do stuff with the rest of my day, the reality was I did nothing with the rest of my day. That meal made sure I stayed fat and lazy. That was how I invested in myself before. I spent money. I did not invest. So now what do I do when I go out to eat? I think I have a lot more criteria before I eat a meal outside. I have a lot more. When I eat home, every single meal I eat at my home is an investment towards my future. It makes sure that I lose fat, build muscle. It makes sure that I have energy for the rest of the day. It makes sure I get my protein in. It makes sure that I'm feeling good at home. So that's a given. That's a dub. Versus when I go out to eat, I do have to make decisions. So I look at the menu real long. First thing, is it going to taste good? My food always got to taste good. I'm a foodie. I love food. It has to taste good. But I also say, is this going to be adequate protein for me? I need to make sure I get my protein levels in today. I want to maintain muscle and build muscle. Does this have a lot of dairy in it, sugars? I'm not really interested in eating foods that are going to make me bloated or inflamed because I know that's only going to make me tired and I'm not going to do anything with the rest of my day. That's not a good investment with my time. I need to make sure that this meal that I eat is going to energize me, not put me to bed. I don't want to go to bed after this. I actually want to go do things with my life. So instead, I want a meal that is going to encourage me to get out there and complete more things. That is how I eat out now. So, yeah. So I want you to enjoy your weekend this weekend the best way you know how, but I want you to think about, is this me spending money or is this me investing? Is this me investing towards my future with this meal, or am I just spending? You're going to spend money on food, but are you going to get that money back? When I spend money at a nice restaurant, $100, whatever, yeah, I spent $100 on that meal. However, that meal made sure I had energy to go out later on and to make some money. Or am I going to spend $20 at the buffet, but now for the rest of the day and the rest of the weekend, I'm not going to do anything and I'm going to feel negative about it and I'm only going to go detox or starve myself for the next week? That's not a good investment. So that's why I want us to think about this weekend, even if you're not on the meal plan. Are you spending your money or are you investing in yourself? Which one? And then let's start investing. We got to get our money back. Not you calling Burger King into this. It was the chicken fries. Burger King, I used to love Burger King. Thank you so much, Drama Girl. I appreciate you. You waiting on your massagers? Oh, I'm so excited for you. Yes, enjoy your weekend, you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. We do this every day. Okay, we do this every day. And if you see this live later on today, be a friend to someone. Go in there and answer these questions. I repost lives because not a lot of people are available during these hours to see them. But I want everyone to be able to learn how to lose fat and build muscle. Thank you so much, Marianne. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Crazy, getting ready for the gym. Yes, boo. Thank you so much, Miss Tiara. I love you and I thank you. Every day, hey man, we're here every day. Some days we cut up a little bit. Some days we, hopefully inspire. Hopefully every day we inspire. Anywho, I'm going to the farmer's market. Okay, bye, Terry. Love you. Okay, bye. Okay, see you guys. Bye.